Hi, friends. Welcome back to Live at the Roxy. Woo, 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 woo. What a show. Why are we live early today? Because I'm thinking that you guys are guessing it's because the Patriots are on at 1:35 today. That would be a very fair guess. That would be an amazing reason to go live early. But I'm actually going to barely be watching the Patriots game today. It's going to be on in the background. Don't you worry. I'm going to be coming in and checking how we're doing because it's the first time since 2002 we have a fucking losing record, and I need us to now have a tied record because FML. But really, the reason that I'm going live and doing a short show today is because in the next 20 minutes, my world crew will be showing up for our IRL episode, which you guys don't know what it is yet. But I'm telling you, this one is going to be so fucking legit. We are taping today for our November episode, our November IRL, so the last Wednesday of November. And it's an area in which apparently you have to be relatively domesticated, which apparently Steph, Dorina, and I are not. I still stand by the fact that I'm domesticated. Domesticated? I'm domestic. I've been domesticated. I'm domestic. I don't know. It sounds like it's when I'm saying I'm domesticated, it sounds like a fucking slur against women. Like, oh, she's domesticated. So I don't like the way it's coming out of my mouth. But I can't tell you guys too much about it other than we are having a guest on the episode with us who you guys, from knowing me, are definitely going to recognize and be excited about. But we're using this person in an area that is their strength and clearly our weakness. So we're very excited about it. And it's definitely timely for when we are dropping it. And we're just excited for what we're going to show you guys. But because of that, we are taping all day as the sun has been going down earlier. So we need to use that daylight because you guys know all of our shoots are outdoor. So we're very excited, but this will be a very quick show. So if you have anything to say, streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider. I'll probably only be up for 15 minutes or right here in the super chat. We do have some news to discuss as well. A couple of things going on in the world. If you saw Santa trending today or Santa's trending today, that's because our government is doing something fucking bizarro. Yeah, you just heard what I said. And I'll explain the whole thing to you guys briefly. Also, the Pope did something cool. I'm like super digging this Pope, said the Jew. But the Pope is kind of being badass. So we'll talk about that. Michael B. Jordan, will he be directing Creed 3? There's a reason that I'm bringing this up today, and I can't wait to speak about that. And then also staying in the world of movies, Joe Manganiello is going to be back as Deathstroke in Release the Snyder Cut, Zack Snyder's Justice League. What are we expecting from that and more? And as always, Brett Hankinson, Miles Cosgrove, Jonathan Mattingly arrest the cops that killed Breonna Taylor, all three of them for killing Breonna Taylor. We're going to just keep fucking saying it on the show as long as it takes. And we can't just say it on the show. We got to do everything we can to keep fighting for justice for Breonna. Justice she'll never see because the only justice would be having her life not be taken, but as close to justice as we can fucking get. Oh boy. How are you guys doing today? I just threw you into this so fast. I didn't even stop and ask about you all. So I hope you're okay. I know that I threw you guys off with this earlier time. I literally was just sitting thinking and I was like, wait, if everybody's coming at 11 and we're shooting until 8 and then we're doing World Girls Sunday wind down immediately after, when the fuck am I going to go live at the Roxy? And then like scrambled to go up for you guys today. So you know, it's been a day. Oh my God. And last night as I was trying to go to sleep, I broke out my fucking rash again all over my back. And then I started WebMDing it and like feel like I'm fucking dying in 15,000 other ways. I'm just so frustrated with that too. Just throwing you guys with all the updates. All of the updates. All of the updates. Let's start with the news like I talked about. And then I'll break in the news to get to some of the Streamlabs if they come in. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider. Okay. Santa. I didn't know it was Christmas yet, but let's talk. Apparently, the Trump administration is planning to use mall Santas to tout COVID-19 vaccine has been halted. This is from Wall Street Journal. So they said on Sunday, the Wall Street Journal reported that a federal health agency stopped a plan by a top Trump administration official to create an advertisement in support of a COVID-19 vaccine utilizing Santa Claus performers. The advertising campaign, funded with $250 million of taxpayer money, also allegedly promised to give those performing as Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus, and elves access to the COVID-19 vaccine before it was made available to the general public. What a weird fucking plan this is. What a strange plan. As I was looking into this, it just got weirder and weirder. A lot of people's tweets were talking about this as well. Just like, what? So this is what Wall Street Journal said. Federal health agency halted public service coronavirus advertising campaign funded by $250 million in taxpayer money and offered to a special vaccine deal to unusual set of essential workers, Santa Claus performers. As a part of the plan, a top Trump administration official wanted the Santa performers to promote the benefits of a COVID-19 vaccination and in exchange offer them early vaccine access ahead of the general public. I mean, talk about fucking like, is that considered a bribe? Like, what even is that? According to audio recordings, those who perform as Mrs. Claus and elves also would be included. So don't worry, it's not just for the Santas. We're not just, this isn't just for the Santas, the elves too, and Mrs. Claus. The Department of Health and Human Services said Friday the Santa plan would be scrapped. The deal was the brainchild of the official Michael Caputo, an HHS assistant secretary who took a 60-day medical leave last month. The rest of the campaign now is under an HHS review. Like, who sits there and was like, okay, here's the deal. We got to get this vaccine out. Nobody's trying to take this. We need to advertise this. And we have to do it with Santa because everybody trusts Santa. Like, no. What if there is a vaccine and it's ready to be taken, same thing as Joe Biden. There's only one group of people who can convince me to take it, and it's the doctors. It's Fauci. It's the scientists. I don't need it. This is not fucking Burger King. I don't need a commercial from Santa and Mrs. Claus. I mean, even regardless of the fact that I'm Jewish, Santa and Mrs. Claus and the elves being like, ho, 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 take this vaccine. We believe in it and we're Santa. Like, are you fucking stupid? What? And that would cost $250 million of our taxpayer money, but we can't figure out a way to figure out a stimulus package? Like, but that's what we want to spend $250 million on? What? So stupid. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, the super chat, the Streamlabs. Are you down with the Santa plan? Or are you glad that Santa has been canceled as part of this bizarro land? What strange news to be talking about? Going over to the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Our very first super chatter ever, Lloyd Nance, always throwing in that love and support. Lloyd Nance just says, happy Sunday, Roxy. Super appreciate that, Lloyd. You are a freaking rock star. True dat. In the super chat, I feel like I just saw a fly. In the super chat, Gilbert Jacob says, I would say that, but then again, we also have tons of anti-vaxxers in our communities. Yeah, but okay, honest question, Gilbert, because you could be right. You could be right. Do you feel like anti-vaxxers might legitimately change their mind about taking a vaccine if they hear it from Santa Claus or Mrs. Claus or the elves? Like, is it possible that anti-vaxxers don't trust doctors and science, but do trust Santa Claus? That is a real, genuine question I'm throwing out to you guys. I'm legitimately curious. Is it possible that Santa could be the savior of the vaccines? And if Santa says so, then everybody wants to take this motherfucking vaccine for the thing that has wiped out over 200,000 of us in this country alone. That would be wild, but can't put it past Santa or any of the fucking people. All right, moving on. Let's talk about Pope Francis, who's crushing it left and right. First, Pope Francis was like, yeah, I'm down with gay people getting married and having families. Word, Pope Francis. I told you guys it was 2 popes ago that said that the Jews didn't kill Jesus. So the popes have been on a fucking tear for me. Yes, Pope. Slay Pope. Pope Francis named Archbishop Wilton Gregory a cardinal, which made him officially the first Black American to have the title. We are in 2020. How long have you guys been naming cardinals? There's not been one Black American. Bizarro. That's fucking crazy. But better late than never, as I always say on this show. Happy to see Wilton also had like the cutest freaking smile on. And this is great. This is great that he named 13 new cardinals, and one of them is from Washington, D.C., and he's Archbishop Wilton Gregory. And now we have an official Black U.S. Cardinal. Here's the honest truth, because now I've talked about 2 Christian topics on this show so far, and you guys, again, know, Jew. I don't really get it. I don't really get what an archbishop is or what a cardinal is, or if those are the same things or different things. I don't really get like how intense it is to be that or how hard it is to be that. But when I hear the only Black American to do that, I think, wow, 2020, that makes no sense. There's got to be hundreds, right, that have come before him? Thousands? I mean, again, I'm talking about something I have no idea about, but I think that this is good news because it can't be bad news. And go Pope Francis for being liberal. And like, this actually might change some people's minds and make people less racist and less homophobic. So I'm all for that. When you're in a position of power, you have to be the person whose voice changes the world. And it seems like Pope Francis is doing everything he can to do that. So from an outside perspective, a very outside perspective, Pope Francis, FTW. Speaking of FTW, I've been thinking about going over to Grammys and doing some of those videos, you know, when people my age talk to their grandparents or parents and are like, what does this mean? And they say something like slang or lingo, whatever. And then the grandparents have to guess. I feel like FTW is a good one there. She will have no idea what that stands for. That will be so fucking fun. Okay. Moving on. And don't forget, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, things you want read out loud, thoughts on what we're talking about, streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider. I'm going to be getting out of here in legit like 5 minutes. So get them in if you have anything to talk about, need advice, any of that stuff. Is Creed 3 going to be directed by Michael B. Jordan? So this is kind of wild. And I saw this article on Slash Film that made me start thinking about it. It says Creed is following the footsteps of Rocky by becoming a full-on franchise. Creed 2 gave Adonis Creed his revenge by being victorious over Victor Drago, son of Ivan Drago, the Russian boxer who killed Apollo Creed in the ring. Spoiler alert. Now, Creed 3 is in the works at MGM, and though we don't know what's in store for young Adonis Johnson, the sequel could hold a new challenge for Michael B. Jordan, who's reportedly looking to direct the 3rd installment of the spin-off franchise. So this part I missed. News of Michael B. Jordan directing Creed 3 was buried in a Deadline report about the possibility of No Time to Die being sold off to a streaming service like Netflix, Apple, and Amazon, which apparently won't be happening anymore. In the same breath that James Bond franchise was described as the crown jewel of MGM's movie slate, the report nonchalantly mentioned that Michael B. Jordan's considering directing Creed 3. If Jordan ends up directing Creed 3, it would mark his directorial debut in addition to starring in the Creed franchise, and Jordan served as the executive producer on Creed 2, so directing seems like the logical next step. But surely Jordan has learned a lot from Creed director Ryan Coogler, who gave Jordan a role in all 3 of his movies so far, starting with Fruitville Station back in 2013. I feel like based on everything I know about Michael B. Jordan, and I love him. I'm not an RB3 here. I don't think he's a face actor. I think Michael B. Jordan's excellent. And he's been signing on for more projects, you know, like we talked about how he's going to be producing a DC film and already has been producing the Creed movies. I feel like he has quite the eye. He's been in this business for a long time. I mean, I don't know if Friday Night Lights was his first big thing, but like, I remember him back in the day. You know, he's been here for a minute. He's not new to the scene. He's watched many people work on the small screen and the big screen. And I kind of think he would be an excellent director. You don't know these things till we see them, but I just have that feeling that Michael B. Jordan could be a phenom behind the camera. And that would be really cool to see him direct Creed 3. I loved the first 2 Creed movies. I think that they are awesome. I love the Rocky franchise in general. And I don't know that there's a better pick to direct a Creed 3. Obviously, Ryan Coogler can do no wrong. And I want to see any and everything he does. But giving this opportunity to Michael B. Jordan, I feel like Ryan Coogler would very much so sign off on that. And it could be excellent. So I would love to see this happen. And not only do I want to see it happen, but I feel like it's very likely that it will be happening. What do you guys think? Seems like in here you guys are saying that you love the Creed movies, you enjoyed them, that he would kill it as a director, says Anthony. Yeah, I feel that. I totally feel that. Andrew says, I agree. Wouldn't mind seeing Michael B. Jordan directing it. So if that's what the people want, then that's what we want. And also probably what he wants. And also probably a smart business move because everybody wants to go see somebody's directorial debut, especially when they're a big-ass A-list celebrity like Michael B. Jordan. Those are my thoughts. Don't wear it out. All right. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Because I went live earlier today, nobody knows that I'm here. So you guys, if you're watching this after the fact, feel free to Streamlabs then, and I can read your Streamlabs on the next show, which will be tomorrow. Both Tomundo and tomorrow will be Monday, 1 p.m. live at the Roxy. So last story before we get out of here. Oh yeah, there was actually another thing I wanted to mention too, but Joe Manganiello is apparently back at Deathstroke. So there was a report, I don't know whether it was Collider or somebody reported initially that Joe Manganiello is going to be in Release the Snyder Cut. Now, we remember from the original Justice League movie that he is in the post-credit scene very briefly, and that got people so fucking excited, including myself, who would love to see Joe Manganiello as Deathstroke. I think he'd be a perfect Deathstroke. By the way, I always said Joe Manganiello, and apparently it's Manganiello. So I have learned better now. But anyway, this news that he's going to be in the Snyder Cut makes me believe that this is not in the same way that he was in Justice League. I think he's probably doing reshoots as well on top of Amber Heard and Ben Affleck and Jared Leto. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a little bit more in this arena. And this would be something I'm really excited to see, although bummed to see because I don't know that we ever see Joe Manganiello as Deathstroke in any other iteration ever again because DC seems to have totally scrapped their plans with him. I would be surprised. I wouldn't be shocked if we ended up getting a Deathstroke movie at some point down the line. But Homeboy's busy, and it just doesn't seem like it's happening. The more I'm thinking about the Snyder Cut, the less I'm realizing it's the Snyder Cut, and the more I'm realizing this is a 4-part miniseries that he's putting together. It is the Snyder Cut, obviously, hashtag release the Snyder Cut, but he has $70 million to go back for reshoots and editing and everything he wants to put out a 4-part, 4-hour series. This could look nothing like the original Justice League looks like. I mean, we might be getting something completely different. This could be really, truly wild. So, yeah, Marisu, I don't think we're going to get a full-blown Legion of Doom in the Snyder Cut because I don't think that they're going to be able to do it with that money. But if there's enough buzz and love for the Legion of Doom after this, based on the post-credits, or if we throw Joe Manganiello in more often, then it's very possible that DC pivots a little bit. We know that they are willing to pivot when things do well, i.e. when when Joaquin Phoenix, the Joker movie, Slade, they're like, oh, maybe we actually will do a Joker too. That's kind of how they operate. As they are a business, as they should. When things make money, they put more time and effort into it. So if people really like Joe Manganiello and he's seen more, then we might be seeing more of him. And that would be really, really cool. So let me know what you guys think. Are you excited to see more Deathstroke? Or do you think that this isn't more Deathstroke? This is just an advertising ploy to make sure everybody remembers that Joe Manganiello is in the Justice League movie and therefore will be in the Snyder Cut. Jig Yoda in the super chat says, just chipping in. Jig Yoda's the freaking best always. I liked Lovecraft Country and found the finale to be pretty good. I'm enjoying the new season of Fargo with Chris Rock a bit more. I liked Lovecraft Country so much. I loved it. I didn't love the finale. And I'm only 2 episodes into Fargo with Chris Rock, but I'm loving that as well. And I probably will binge through that quickly. Although I've switched over to Haunting of Hill House and now I'm on episode 8. That show is so fucking good. I can't even believe it. Holy shit. I'm just like all in on Haunting. All right. That was the show for today. Another Streamlabs just came in. So let me just get to this. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. Glenn Caesar says, hello, Roxy. Love you. Thanks for giving us a short show today. Good luck on the World Girls in real life episode shoot. Sounds interesting. I'm very curious. Stay safe and be well, RJ and Rockstars. Here's to a happy #World Girl Sunday. Peace, love, bunnies, and hugs to you all. Thank you. Appreciate that. Danny Ramirez in the house. Love Lovecraft Country. Watch the first episode again right after the last. Oh, cool. That's a cool way to do it. Sounds good. You guys, let me know what you think. Don't forget to leave a comment after this. And in the comments, let me know. Are you excited to see Deathstroke? Do you think we'll be seeing more Deathstroke? Do you think Michael B. Jordan is going to be directing Creed 3? If not him, who would you want to see direct Creed 3? How are you feeling about Pope Francis? Are you as into him as this Jew girl is right here? Pointing at yourself and calling yourself a Jew girl. Very strange move, Rox. What do you think about Santa? Will anti-vaxxers listen to Santa over scientists? Must know your thoughts, all that and more in the comments. It helps with the algorithm. Leave that thumbs up too. We got 81 people watching live right now, 58 thumbs up. Get those thumbs going. And like I talked about yesterday, close your fucking toilet seats when you flush. The flumes, baby, the flumes. Make your bed. Do what you can to be that 1% happier. Go follow the World Girls and watch us tonight, 8 p.m. Pacific time for our World Girl wind down. We've got patrons coming in. If you are at the $50 up tier, you are able to join us on Sundays. So it's not too late. If you today get in that in the next couple of hours, if you join patreon.com/theworldgirls at the $50 up tier, we will invite you to come join our stream tonight. Just saying. So join up if you want to join us live on the show for a few minutes. Otherwise, we'll see you guys for the wind down again, 8 p.m. Pacific time. Much love. Stay safe. Stay healthy as best you can. Take care of your loved ones. And I'll see you tonight on the World Girls and tomorrow live at the Roxy, 1 p.m.